a good singer will be able to sing at the drop of a hat. You know, it should just be Milna tera lage, like in a second. I think 13 is when that Kida sort of came. Okay, I want to do this forever. And at that point, from then it was no looking back. And fair enough, bro. When I'm 35 plus, I don't want a 17-year-old telling me this is how love is or what. So I get it. So my goal, my ideal set would be, being able to do originals, and every original will be a mashup with different other songs. Now when I forget lyrics, I just do tara 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 tara, or I do. Yeah, exactly. Hardik Pandya had said it. After beating Ireland, that Indians are all across the world. Someone I sort of look at live a lot is just, singing wise, especially Sonu ji. His pitching, it's divine. What Dad told me was, take something from every artist when you see them. One very good piece of advice from Shantanu Mohitra ji. What's up, bro?
How are you?
All good, all good. All set.
Welcome to Sounds Good.
Thank you. So excited. Hopefully I'll sound good.
Guys, introduction time. Okay. He's 19. He recently performed at Cannes. He's dropped 2 songs this year. One of them just crossed million on Spotify.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Mahi here.
Anji, hi. I'm so excited. This is my first ever podcast.
What are you saying?
Yeah. So I'm super excited to go ahead.
I've seen you do so many interviews.
Interviews to alag hai. Podcast is my first one. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm also fairly new to the podcast scene. Yeah. Just
Done. We're
trying
starting
stuff.
together, figuring this out together.
How's it going? What's cooking?
Good, so much, man. It's like, in the last couple weeks, we've just been going around promoting Jadugari, so that means tons of media, live
Congratulations
performances,
on that, man.
all
Like,
that.
I just love,
Thank you.
love the music video. It's so well thought and just brings out so many different messages in just one song.
Thank you. I think it's a very special song. It's a song that I did with my older brother, Soham, and, it's produced by him and composed by Sid Bhosle and written by Shaira. And the 4 of us just put a lot of love into this track. So I'm really glad that, it's showing it the love.
Superb, man. Soham produces for you like full time or how?
Yeah, so not for me full time. Unfortunately, he's not.
I've seen him work with City Mall.
Yes.
his band,
City
right?
Mall is his band. Yes.
Crazy.
So they're actually, I think, 7. It's a group of 7 boys. They all sort of got together in school itself.
It's a
and
lot
now
of-
they make
lot of
music.
people, like 7 people in
Yeah,
a band.
7, and it's full. Whenever they come home, the party is
Wow.
on. So they're damn good, but
Crazy. So you're elder or he's elder?
he's elder. He's elder by 3 years. Brother is 21, turning 22 in about 2 weeks.
Yeah?
I don't know what date it is. Today is the 13th? No, my watch is wrong.
So he's 6th.
6th.
14th.
He's turning 22 on the 24th. That means 6, 18 days.
Yeah. Super.
So almost there. But yeah, and City Mall, I don't know, the name just sort of happened. And now they're killing it. So
Super, yaar.
that should.
बाकी बताओ यार, what's next? क्या हो रहा है?
So much. Next we're doing a very special EP. That's probably going to be next. I think right now we're still sort of shuffling things around. We're still sort of working through stuff. But right now the plan is to go through an EP. And for us that means going live also pretty soon. Already we're doing a lot of live
You're
stuff.
doing a lot of live shows.
Yeah, but
Like,
a
I've
live
seen you
with
live, I guess.
yes, you have, yeah. But live with like sort of majority originals, because obviously that's the vision we're going for, and that's what we want to do. So hopefully that'll come out soon. And yeah, other than that, I'm just making new music, singing.
Nice. 2024 looks like a lot of drops in terms of songs. Right?
Yeah. 2024 is my debut year.
Yeah.
And also very busy year for me because we'll be doing a lot of originals. And then as the years go, hopefully more and more songs every year.
That's
So
nice.
yeah, just still figuring this out.
Let's just rewind a little bit. Yeah? I want to go back to your childhood.
Oof. I had a great childhood.
So when I was going through your Spotify and a couple of articles here and there, it states you started at 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started Hindustani classical at about 9. I think at that point, I was doing Riyaz with brother as well. He also used to do it. So we started training at that point, but I didn't sort of take it seriously till about 13, 14. Up until then, I just sort of assumed ke, singer banna hai to kya, just gao aur kya. And realized that, there's a lot more that comes with that.
Yeah,
So at about 13, I sort of started taking it seriously, but I started doing Riyaz about 9. I think 13 is when that Kida sort of came in. I want to do this forever.
Yeah.
And at that point, from then it was no looking back. But between 9 and 13, I was thinking maybe I want to become a cricketer, maybe I want to become
What
a
are you
footballer, all of that.
saying?
Yeah, that all would play on my head. But
But don't you like feel अब जब भी हम 9 या 13 साल के होते हैं,
जी.
we have a lot of things happening like school.
Yeah.
It's like a thing everyone has to go through.
Yeah.
You went through it. And how were you in academics or
it was very good. I got 97% on my 10th.
are you?
Yeah, I was a hardcore student, yeah. And like
तो उसके साथ ही में you were doing
yeah, I guess. But I wasn't probably taking it as seriously as I should music-wise. Maybe that's why I was
was one of your hobbies, could say.
yeah, I guess till about 13 or 12, no, 13. 13, it was probably just a hobby.
Right.
Post that, I became serious. So that's why I was damn, like, school mein to, I was hardcore.
Yeah, but बचपन से तो you were surrounded by so many, like your dad per se. You've seen him
Of course.
perform
Yeah,
and just
100%.
work on his own work so much.
Yeah, that's why I
तो
think
वो
the
मतलब
interest was
scenarios ही
always
वैसे थे.
yeah, the interest was always there because because dad is obviously dad. Then I would see music sort of every day and whatnot, and that's where that sort of interest built up. And at 13, he's the one who told me that if you actually want to do this,
Right.
then you have to start taking it seriously now. You can't like just do all this natak.
I can see Shan sir being very strict as a
He
parent.
wasn't strict. He was just I think at that point he knew if I didn't sort of wake up now, I would be behind the ball for the rest of my life. So I think at that point he told me he said something very interesting. He said, a good singer will be able to sing at the drop of a hat. It should just be Milna tera lage, like in a second. And he told me that I think I was in about 7th or 8th grade. And from then I was like, okay, then I need to sort of open up, right? Because at that point also I was pretty shy. Mom would say sing at a family function or
Beta ga ke dikhao.
yeah, beta ga ke dikhao. And I'd be like, no, and I'd waddle off. At that point I said, it's time to take this more seriously. And then though it's been just
Crazy.
now though I don't shut up.
Yeah.
Now though it's just dhaba dhaba dhab.
So गाने का कीड़ा है like हमेशा.
100%. Now though like if I lost my voice box, I would just like I don't know what I do.
But I've seen a lot of people. It's very natural for people to compare it with your dad.
जी, of course.
उनके आवाज के साथ personality looks तो मतलब काफी match
Yeah,
करते हैं. तो in a fun way, how do you take it like?
Yeah, I think the comparison is really natural. Obviously, father-son comparison everyone wants to see, right? It's a very क्या बोलते हैं? It's one of the first comparisons you sort of make.
Right.
Yeah, I take it in good stride because people have been very kind to me about it. So yeah, but at the same time, obviously, I'm trying to make my own path.
I personally feel तुम्हारी आवाज बहुत अलग है उनसे.
Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah. I think I've been blessed with
Bassy tone है.
That bass. Yeah. So yeah, but when you look that similar, people tend to sort of say कि अरे बिल्कुल same.
ऐसे कितनी बार सुना है हाँ पापा पे गया है मतलब तो
Every day. Yeah.
Probably
It's
100 times a day.
literally. Sometimes I get stopped and someone will be, "Arey, you look like singer Shan." I said, really? Okay. I'll walk off. But yeah, the good thing is, people always say, okay, and I have this go-to line. I tell everyone because they say, you have big shoes to fill. And I'll say, no, I don't. And
How do you answer that?
I say because his shoes are already filled.
Yeah.
With his feet.
Correct.
He's there. He's singing. He's better than ever.
Yeah, he's still performing. I see.
Oh yeah,
follow
yeah.
him.
He's the fittest, strongest, and vocally best he's ever been. And I'm sure by the time this comes out, he'll be even that 0.01% better than he was at this point because he's just that type of person.
Correct.
So yeah, the good thing is that he's still at the top of his game. He's still banging it out. So for me, it's like I don't have that pressure. I need to fill his shoes.
Right. You're on your own journey.
Exactly. I'm in my own shoes, which are currently really small, but I will grow into them hopefully,
of course,
and hopefully make them big soon.
Do you get feedback from him on your work?
All the time. I play every track too. I think honestly, to have him as a father and not play him the songs, I would be stupid. Right? It's like, there are people who, go lengths to just make him hear a track.
Right.
I'm blessed that I opened my eyes and he was there when I came into this world. For me now, to not use that resource and not, tell dad, how's this sounding, how's this going?
Correct.
I would be the stupidest man on the planet.
Yeah.
So I've just taken that in full sort of privilege.
I'm sure he also at some point might be कि हाँ यार Mahi sahi se to ga raha hai na.
Yeah. He gives me, he's not one of those, super tough dads that will never give you that. He's very, very open. Ki, you're singing, sounding very good today. You sang this very well. And at the same time, he'll tell me, ki, you could have sang this better for sure.
Yeah, I remember meeting both of you all together at that Radio Nasha show.
Gee, yeah.
And you were singing Sorry. His eyes are all like, that there's this instrument that just picks notes. What's that called? A tuner. Let's call it a tuner.
Yeah.
He's just focusing on your notes. Sahi to
Oh,
ga raha hai.
yeah.
And his eyes was just gazed at ki haan, yeah. And after you're done, he's like, yaar, sahi ga raha hai, yaar, maza aa raha hai.
I get a little nervous.
byproduct.
Little nervous sometimes because his ears are so sharp.
Of course.
Like, I think the one thing about why he's so good is his ears are like on it. Like he can tell even like 0.01% flat, he'll pick it up. So he's damn good in that sense. That's why I see in front of him sometimes I get a little nervy.
You get nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. Naturally, every son, thoda kuch in front of their dad will get a little nervous. But it is not because of him. He's very open. He says, it's fine. It's fine.
It's
just
you. It's you.
Our father-son dynamic, you get. But you always want to impress your father.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a little bit.
Damn. How was Cannes? Like,
intense.
Normally how everyone's scrolling through what's happening at the festival. Kaun gaya India se, and suddenly I see Mahi there. मतलब भाई ये कैसे और कैसे मतलब.
Honestly, same. But
I was so happy to see you, Pragati, and Arjun. Shan sir was also there.
It was crazy. I think that entire festival is just, everyone is an artist there.
Yeah.
Right? So that entire culture of, appreciating film and appreciating music there is so sort of prevalent. It's also like a melting pot over there because everyone's come from every corner of the world. So it was a little nerve-wracking, obviously. Shuru mein there was a little bit of nervousness and whatnot. But once you're on stage, it becomes pretty easy. At that point, it's just, sing, enjoy yourself, make sure the crowd is enjoying. That's the main
You
thing.
must have a lot of stage confidence, man. You're 19 and you're saying, मैं Cannes में stage पे एकदम confident. Like this,
before
you
that,
put in a lot of practice.
Also, I think I just got a little bit lucky that, as a kid, I was just sort of extroverted. I think that helped in the sense that, kabhi school mein dekhte hain ki some kids are just more enthused to be at the assembly. I was one of those kids.
You were the backbencher or what?
No. I was mid-bencher. I was pretty on it till about 10th grade. 11th and 12th to mera vaat lag gaya. Because up until 10th I was like very good and then COVID also struck. In between COVID is probably wo thoda boy to man phase ho gaya tha.
Right.
And then my parents were like, what is going on? Why are we getting complaints every week? What happened to you?
Which Mahi is
Yeah, I used to be president and whatnot of middle school. Every week someone is saying something. But the grades were still good. I just became very badmash. Because I think at that point I'd also realized that I was singer banna hai. But at the same time, obviously I was, so much time, so much mehnat you do on academics, you don't want to then just give it away in the years that matter. So then it was a sort of mix of badmashi and studying. So I think some teachers understood that, some teachers thought I was mad.
Yeah.
But it was a good mix.
We sort of diverted a little bit from Cannes.
Yeah, my bad.
I have a very a different picture of Cannes in my head. It's a lot of glam. Is it truly like that?
No. I think...
like you performed in one of the venues.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
I saw, there's no video of you guys performing online.
I think thoda kuch hai, but
तुम्हारे page पे एक video है.
I think there's one.
There's not like a proper video.
It's not like hardcore glam. I think what we see those big, super big stars.
Correct.
Obviously, everywhere they go is glam.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, they've just earned that right because they've worked so hard to get to the position where everything is glam. It wasn't necessarily as glamorous for like a newcomer, right? Like at some point, I remember I was in that full outfit.
Yeah.
Trying to go to the venue. So I was like, chal, I'll walk there. Because I don't know why I had this keela. And I came really early. So for 30 minutes, I was just doing chakkars. I was wondering, I'm here as a performer, but I didn't have that badge or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
So I was waiting for the team. So I just kept walking around, acting like I was doing something. And sometimes I'd go on the phone like this, speak to one of my friends. They said, bro, I have to go. I said,
Killing time.
Phone pe bed. All this would happen. So it's not necessarily as glamorous as it always looks. But I also think that's because, this was my first year. I've also started singing professionally 4 months ago. It would be really stupid if it was glamorous this early in my career.
I mean, first year of dropping your songs and, launching yourself there and going to a festival that as big.
It's also a lot of luck. It is also...
Whatever it is, it's touch wood, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, this touchwood thing I've gotten very big into recently. Touchwood and
Yeah.
thu thu thu.
What is
Every
that?
time.
Thu, thu, thu.
Yeah, thu thu thu. My mom made me do it. Okay, you know, like nazar nikalo.
Ah.
So abhi to matlab every time something happens, in this interview also you'll see me a lot just doing.
Yeah.
And if I can't reach, I'll do.
We count the number of times you do it when we're editing.
We can make a count at the end. But yeah, overall it was class, and the breakfast there is damn good. Every morning I'd wake up slightly early just to have that matlab, wo hot chocolate.
You're
and
a big foodie.
yeah, I like food. I don't get how like some people are like I just don't like eating. I don't get how that makes sense.
I have not met people who don't like food actually.
Must be just me then. But no man, I love food. Yeah, but you know, kya hota hai, waqai is a lot of food is very bland and like
enjoy that.
no. I think my taste buds are a little spoiled in that sense. Okay, growing up itna wo masala. So now like if there isn't a kick, you know, there's like over there they're like appreciating the texture of the food and whatnot.
Correct.
And like
तीखा नहीं है.
yeah, like what texture, matlab what? Yeah, like how can you like seriously?
What kind of food
like,
you
it's
grew
so
up
tender,
eating?
like great, it's tender,
Yeah.
but it doesn't taste like anything. So whatever, I know that's like not how you're supposed to eat or whatnot, but
No, I think it's just very cultural differences.
yeah, you know, growing up by eating, you know, full, matlab proper
What kind of
nice.
food you grew up eating?
Same, dal chawal.
नहीं, like घर पे तीखा खाना ऐसा like.
Yeah, pretty spicy. I think mom was always, you know, full hardcore on masala.
Yeah.
So वहाँ पे, you know, you used to eat a lot of masala.
Yeah, मतलब like your household is like a lot of musicians and artists and
March
singers,
also,
है ना?
Bengali, lot of fish.
तो फिर वो नहीं होता है कि throat का care and all that
हाँ, but honestly, I mean,
कि नहीं naturally gifted हो सब लोग
नहीं, naturally,
कि नहीं
ऐसी
खाओ
बात नहीं है, but I think that was his philosophy has always been to sort of enjoy life as well. Even with dieting and whatnot, he's like, dude, at 17, if you're not gonna have like a chocolate like ice cream, then like when in your life are you planning on having? Obviously, I mean, you know, nutrition is important, whatnot, but at the same time, like, come on, I'm not gonna like not have like all my friends are having Shiv Puri, I'm gonna be like, nahi, my diet. Like at this age, no, yaar, मेरा metabolism संभाल लेगा.
You like Mumbai street food?
Yeah, when I don't get sick. Yeah, because I have a weak stomach as well. But ideally, Elko, easiest. So, you know, कि वो hygiene भी है वहाँ पे. So I love Elko market. And just specifically वो dahi puri. Yeah, because my mom used to have dahi puri. And every time I used to be like, what the hell?
I feel there are very few, there's a small audience for dahi puri. Not everyone.
Yeah, man. Everyone's all about
one big fan of
dahi puri, right? I love dahi puri.
Anyone who loves dahi will have dahi puri.
Exactly. Because, you know, हर कोई, you know, pani puri, golgappe, हर कोई वही खा रहा है. But like, no, yeah. And also, you know, pani puri में, yeah, and like you get one.
That weight.
I don't know. Dahi puri, aram se you get all six.
They're decorated well.
You can, yeah. And you know what? Man, something I advocate strongly for. You know, I mean, yeah, and Shiv Puri also, kabhi, you know, you go to the wrong place, it's very dry also, not enough chutney.
Food critic बनते हैं ना?
Once I had a Zomato account, and on Zomato I would leave reviews every time. Yeah, beach mein I had become very, very into it. I used to give stars and whatnot.
और ऐसा critical feedback पूरा.
Yeah. Okay, matlab always 4 stars and above. But the writing would be very, very. Okay. You know, this was nice, but there was no sauce.
You enjoy writing?
Kabhi. I think if I'm writing about the writing. Oh, writing songs. I'm stuck on food. yeah.
I sort of pulled that and just wanted to ask you whether how's your writing contribution in both of these songs?
Yeah. So first one is a little more than Jadugari, I'll be honest, in that sense. Ke, you know, right now I don't think my Hindi is at that point ke it's shuddh enough to sort of.
Sachi?
Yeah, maybe थोड़ा grammatically, पर क्या है कि आजकल I do sort of dummy lyrics.
What's that?
So I'll write the first draft of lyric.
Okay.
Then I'll send it to a lyricist कि you know ये vibe है वो vibe है ऐसा करना है. So for Sorry what we did is the three of us, Vasudev, Kalki and I, we all just sat on the table and just 6 घंटे में we got it done. So everyone's written I think 1-2 lines themselves, but I think Vasudev was the main lyricist.
Oh, okay.
Because his Hindi was probably the strongest. And for Jadugari, it was I think the 4 of us had started during Chandrayaan ka launch. That was going on the TV and the 4 of us were sitting. We were writing the lyric. At that point, I was just saying, you know, ye wala feeling chahiye, wo wala feeling chahiye. I honestly wasn't writing much. Just saying like, you know, ye wala feel dena hai, wo wala feel dena hai. I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. Because Jadugari is a pretty personal song. It's about that teenage wala love. मैं तो teenager ही हूँ. becomes quite personal. So
both of the first songs, like both songs were sort of inclined towards teenage.
yeah,
love.
and honestly, for the next couple of years, my songs are gonna be like that because
Yeah. Huh.
yeah, I'm writing. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't imagine you writing for an audience that is 35 plus.
Oh no, because honestly, what could I tell them that they'll just be like, "बच्चे मुझे क्यों सिखा रहे?" And fair enough, bro. When I'm 35 plus, I don't want a 17-year-old telling me this is how love is or whatnot.
Right.
So I get it. So for me right now, that's where my songs are at. And as I mature and as I grow, I think that's the best part about starting early. Okay, you start in this sort of space, and then maybe in 5 years I'll be full dard wala. Full beard ke saath, rock star. Well, that who knows? Maybe I'll still be like this.
Sadak.
Yeah, exactly. Sadak. So it's that's the fun. You get to grow, and you get to sort of evolve as an artist.
Yeah.
And I think that what happens is when you start sort of late, then you have to reinvent yourself, right? You have to sort of keep making new sort of things. But if you're this young, naturally you're gonna just change because no one is. I'm sure you guys look back at 19 and be like, oh, what is going on there? And I'm sure I will also look back at 19 and say, what
Very
is
important
going
to
on?
have a good set of people around also.
Oh, 100%. And in that sense, I'm blessed. The way Saregama's
Totally, yeah.
sort of taken me under their wing.
Yeah, man. Like that's one big thing that happened with you is like working with one of the biggest labels right now.
Oh, 100%. And, given that I'm an exclusive artist, Saregama is so involved in every part of my life, right? And obviously, I mean, they have all the experience, all the wisdom. And obviously, I have dad at home as well. And
Yeah.
It's just all a perfect sort of combination where I have all the right heads around me. So now it's up to me, कि I don't slack and I make this opportunity, the most of this opportunity. Because abhi, kismat अच्छा था. I got, a good sort of this. But abhi मेरे ऊपर है. कि, I have to sort of make the best of it.
A lot of it majorly depends on you.
100%.
How you perform,
Yeah,
how you carry yourself. Because the support is always going to be there.
Exactly. But end में तो booth पे या stage पे
Correct.
I only have to sing. So I think it's just about making good on the faith and expectations people put on you. Because even for that matter, the internet, they've been super kind. Yeah. I mean,
You're active? Yeah, are you an active user?
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, I'm not big on posting. Recently, I've gotten big on posting.
All your posts because obviously I'm hosting you. And uske pehle bhi like when you dropped Sorry, na, it was just like, there's this guy who exists and
he just didn't put out a song.
And then I saw, okay, you did covers also earlier.
Yeah, I've been doing covers since I was 13 or 14. Since that talk that had with me. Okay, at that point is when I started doing covers, and honestly, nothing really picked up for a while. Right? And that's fine because honestly, it was pretty mediocre stuff.
Right.
So why would it pick up? So I'm glad that now there's some traction going, and now it's about continuing it and getting better.
Yeah. How prepared are you when it comes to songs? जैसे कि Sorry जब भी drop करना था और जादूगरी drop करना था, तो कितने prior ये सारी चीजें ready होती है?
Oh, the audios are ready quite a while before because the videos are pretty elaborate and whatnot.
Right.
So the audio was sitting with me for a while on both, and then we sort of figure out video के लिए क्या करे, उसके लिए क्या करे, and then we sort of take it from there. But no real last minute stuff. Maybe video पे कुछ last minute content वगैरह कुछ
But
shoot
mostly it's all set to launch.
Also,
no?
I think even
at this point today when we're shooting, how prepared are you? How many songs are ready?
A good amount. I think for ahead I have about maybe 9-10 songs in the bank, just sort of not ready, not finished.
Achha.
But what happens is we need because also I'm working with other people on that. When we're working with other people, what happens is obviously I can't expect them to finish the song before we know it's confirmed. Obviously, these are producers and composers who are working for all the labels in India. So for them to sort of give a finished track already would be tough. That's why what happens is you sit with about 10 I wouldn't say scratches, but say it number say like one mukta. So now from there you present and then you say, okay, is this working? Can we go with this? And then whatever, pick and choose, cut and crop, and then as per that you pick the next song.
So now you're doing live with these two songs and more.
Right now it's live with just these two songs, but that's why honestly we're releasing the EP soon.
So that you have more.
Exactly, more material to go live.
Yeah. But abhi jitne live kiye, that's only been these two songs, or you've done.
Yeah, and I do tons of covers as well. Yeah, what happens is naturally people. I realized pretty early on, okay, whenever any stage, I got one thing was Chance Farash, Chance Farash. I used to hear that everywhere. So then when I was, why everyone? That's just the song that's just how the song is, right? That's people have that appreciation for it. So yeah, but otherwise I do a lot of Chalya as well because I just love performing that song. So I do just normal covers ही करता हूँ, and obviously these two originals. But obviously the goal is at some point I want to be just doing originals and
All
put the covers into it. So my goal, my ideal set would be being able to do originals, and every original will be a mashup with different other songs.
Oh,
That's how I want to do it.
can't imagine.
So yeah, so that's sorry, we go into a different track or whatnot.
You've done that on live somewhere?
Not yet, because abhi ke liye we don't have enough originals, right? And also I'm doing a lot on -1 because ab tak, I think now the live band is settled. So abhi now I'll be performing consistently in live band. Before that I was performing a lot on track, जिसमें mash up करने के लिए you need a producer to produce the entire thing, and it's no fun. सब कुछ set है. 3 मिनट का गाना है, 3 मिनट में करना है.
My thought is I'm still stuck at कि sorry किसके साथ mashup होने वाला है.
ओ सजना वे सुन सजना वे सना मुझको ठगे. There are about 100, 105-ish. तूने मुझे पहचाना नहीं,
Amazing.
जाना मैं कोई अनजाना नहीं. सुन जरा सोनिए सुन जरा. थोड़ा rushed है actually, but maybe not that. But whatever, वो
Yeah, this
sort कर
sounds
लेंगे.
amazing, man.
So I'll get on this properly and get the mashup. But
Wonderful idea to do on stage.
good thing is the covers at the start, now from age 13 to 17, what I was doing, which was just sort of taking a camera and doing covers and posting it. That really set me up well for mashups, because then I would sort of, figure out key,
वो key में क्या क्या
cadence, BPM, and then which songs gel together. That's why now I think वो थोड़ा, I'm sort of figuring out that skill, and I think for live that's so important. Just being able to break out into song after song after song. That skill and the skill of just being able to sing on the spot, which I think is very important.
Right.
Someone is asking, "You wala gao." You shouldn't be like, I don't know what to do. Sometimes there is like, sometimes.
How are you with memorizing lyrics? You're a good student. I mean,
Yeah. Average. Matlab, I'm not like atrocious, but at the same time, I'll do a lot of आगे पीछे.
Yeah.
मतलब I'll say the old lyrics, the new lyrics.
Because मैं ऐसे आर्टिस्ट को मिलता हूँ तो मैं ये पूछता हूँ हमेशा कि ऐसे होता है स्टेज पे कि भूल जाते हो कभी-कभी.
Yeah.
होता है.
Yeah. I remember once when I was 14, I was doing a Stevie Wonder song, a song called Overjoyed. And I'd completely forgot all the lyrics on stage, right? Like the whole thing. I was performing with my brother, and I remember I got off stage and I just cried. Cried my eyes out. And my only thought was like, at that point, I was like, I'm 14 now, I'm crying my eyes out, whatever. In the future, I want to be able to look back at this and think, okay, this is when that changed. And I decided, okay, for life, I will be more prepared. And touch wood, up until now, nothing too bad. Now when I forget lyrics, I just do tara 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 tara, or I do.
अब तुम गाओ.
Yeah, exactly.
You sing.
Easiest thing to do. But
yeah, fun
now,
stuff,
thankfully, nothing that bad has happened. And purposely now, like, obviously, I mean, there's not really a market for me to perform that song live, but school project ke liye I wanted thoda redemption us gaane pe, so I did that. And I got a good mark, so then that's now in the past. Wow. Now I can look at it like that.
You enjoy doing live.
I love it.
Have a good idea about it.
I love
you
live.
Meet the fans?
Fans are thoda early to say fans. But I love life. That's where the passion is for me. That's where this hunger is. I love meeting new people, talking. As the extrovertedness is the best part. A big reason why I got into this was also the stories. Dad had these crazy stories, from especially the 90s when he was just starting out.
Yeah.
And I've also now, gotten these fun stories. And that's what I think this is all about, right? I don't want to like have a boring life.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so I want to go to these, odd places and weird corners of the world and sing. That's what this is about. And live is, the best way to do that. Obviously, if you're just dubbing and making music, that's one thing. That's one form of enjoyment. But for me, the best form of enjoyment is live. Wow. Where, I'm going to these places and seeing new people, meeting new stuff. Nice. And yeah, I mean, recently, I've been performing a lot in colleges. Oh. And after every college show, I like taking a chakkar of the college. Just to see, maybe I could enroll.
Yeah.
Because I'm on a gap year right now. I'll start college right now in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to continue studying now?
Yeah. I undergrad to chahiye kam se kam.
In what stream? Anyway, 11th, 12th किस में किया?
11th, 12th I did at Oberoi only. School में किया.
Okay.
So I done IB. So I had normal economics HL, math HL, music HL. Because music was a subject in school, which is good fun. But sort of a business student would I say be my background, because I don't know how we've reached here, but I've taken economics as मतलब 11th and 12th में ताकि business के लिए वो foundation है. Because I think to get into the business side, you need understanding of micro economics पहले, and then whatever you can get on business management and whatnot. But then I think 11th and 12th में काफी economics में घुस गया था. And now I'm sort of enjoying it, so maybe I'll pursue eco only rather than business. But obviously it goes hand in hand. I don't know how we've reached. But yeah, but I enjoy studying. I like.
So you'll be able to manage music and studying and.
I mean, easier said than done. But I think it's important. I think my biggest fear was being that sort of dud in the room. That there's that sort of stereotype. A teenage pop artist, meeting room में ऐसा glazed blank. I don't ever get to that. Yeah. I also want to argue a little bit.
You enjoy studying also. I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah. As in, like, obviously, I mean, like, enjoy studying, but like I enjoy keeping yourself sharp. Like, I think it's important to
You
be
want
informed.
to be informed about topics.
100%, man. I think that's the main thing that we need to focus on. I think the youth needs to be just in touch with what's going on.
Yeah.
I hate it when people are just blank. Like it's like मुझे घंटा फर्क पड़ता है. नहीं, learn, get into it. Like
Yeah.
whatever. That's one thing I think I got from my brother as well. He's very, very, very smart guy.
Yeah.
He studied at USC in music law only. He's very, very sharp. And him and dad would always have conversations, and I would always feel a bit under the radar in that sense because they would. Yeah. Chal kya raha hai? What are they talking about? But then I feel like I'm starting to pick up the slack a bit.
Yeah.
So involving myself a bit more and just whatever. I think it's important. See what's happening in the world. Understand it, and
It adds up to your personality. Also, the work that you do.
exactly.
सब कुछ add होता है.
Yeah, and like you should especially in this industry, right? It's मतलब इतना stereotype है कि anyone is fuddu.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to even get close to that. Which is why I think academics, education are very important. And yeah.
You mentioned a bit earlier that you've been traveling a lot.
Ji.
Right? Like बचपन से.
Yeah. I've been very, very lucky in that sense because obviously dad has been touring around the world for years now. So
साथ में you would go around with him.
yeah. I think anywhere mom would go, I would tag along with brother. So I got to see a lot of class places and also a lot of class performances because I think someone had said this yesterday. Hardik Pandya had said it.
What?
After beating Ireland,
Okay.
that Indians are all across the world, and he's absolutely right. We are.
True.
That gives us the liberty to go perform in these places.
Yeah.
That maybe an artist from a different country may not necessarily have that opportunity, but because we're so strong across the world and our presence is everywhere, we get to go to these places and
Population भी
perform.
अपना.
Yeah, exactly.
इस्तेमाल करो उसका.
Exactly. Yes. And I think that's the beauty of this. Given that we're such a large population, we're everywhere, and for an artist, that's the best thing.
Definitely. You've seen a lot of live shows.
Yeah.
Like remarkable artists.
Yeah, I have.
I'm not saying your dad.
Yeah, that's the. I know it's full set now.
But ऐसा कोई artist whose show after you're like very moved.
Arijit sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so good at. Everyone knows he's so good. I don't even need to say it. But it was just, the effortlessness, right?
He just flows into it, na?
Flows into, and he sounds.
I've seen him live once, and
So good, na? And also, his catalog is ridiculous, right? It's like hit after hit after hit after hit.
He can glide into any song randomly.
Exactly,
and it'll be just good.
And it sounds so good. I keep, I'm working pretty closely with Somanshu, who does a lot of Arijit sir's live engineering. And every time I ask him, I said, please get me a video of that Pyar Hota Kahin Baar Hai live.
Oh.
Because, they do such refreshing takes on the live, right? It's not like they're doing it on minus.
Time,
Exactly. And he keeps telling me, bro, wait, it's coming, wait. I said, dude, please. Wow. I just want to hear how it sounds. And, I just love that when live can, I won't say recreate, but sort of reposition the track and make it more fun. And I think his entire ensemble does that so well.
True. He's been doing a lot of live and...
Yeah, and his mashups are also so good. And it's a lot, honestly, YouTube pe bhi bahut dekhta hu. Recently, I think yesterday I was watching, he did a Oh Humdum Suniyo Re with Enna Sona.
Oh.
It was banging, just the arrangement, his vocals on top of it, the background vocals, it's like an orchestra.
Super, man.
So I love that. And another, someone I sort of look at live a lot is just, singing wise especially, Sonu ji. His pitching. It's divine. It doesn't go off note. It's like, matlab, I can't say much more.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. He does not go off scale. He does not go off note. He does not go
अभी तो
basic.
तुम्हारा ईयर भी उतना ट्रेन हो गया है
Matlab,
है ना मतलब हो ही गया है
not that much.
Don't be
But
ऐसा
like
humble.
I can tell if there's like a bum note. But when Dad, Sonu Sood, Arijit Shah singing, it's not like there are bum notes anyways. So वैसे भी मुझे मतलब it's not like I can hear anything wrong. And yeah, I think there's what Dad told me was take something from every artist when you see them live. So Dad, his charisma on stage,
yeah
it's ridiculous. Like he's like sweating charisma at that point. I mean, the way he like
Just
cracks
lives up to
jokes
his
and
name,
whatnot.
I mean.
Yeah, literally.
हाँ, एकदम सच में
It's literally, I mean, like the jokes and everything, like literally, like it's just radiating confidence, charisma, humor, and that's what attracts the audience. So everything you have to look at an artist and take all those sort of things. Justin Bieber, obviously, I mean, he's a study we've been doing, given whatever teenage se chalu and all that. Sorry. But the way he dances on stage, his choreography mixed with his vocals, there's so many good artists. Like I could go on forever. Jonas Brothers,
yeah
got to see them live when they came to Mumbai.
Lollapalooza
Yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, the way they
Yeah, I was
interact with
there.
their band. Oh, hard. Then you know how good it was. The way, and their vocals.
correct
What? Like, it was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it because also it looked like they were doing it so casually.
yeah it's just flawless
Literally, and I think musical theatre does that. I think even from Saregama itself, Arjun,
right
such a talented singer because I think his musical theatre experience. He's moving around and singing, acting and singing. At that point, it becomes second nature.
you do that yeah when you're doing live मतलब
Yeah, I think it's something I'm working because as a kid I would sort of do that live performance where it's just sort of, just मिलना तेरा लगे, just whatever, moving,
movements,
looking grand and all that. But now it's it's different. Now when I perform it has to be like मिलना तेरा लगे.
but you had to dance in the
Sorry, yeah, maybe not Jadugari. I picked the wrong song.
जादूगरी में तो डांस नहीं था
Yeah, no. Even on stage I don't dance with me Jadugari, but for sorry, that's.
but
Sajna
नेचुरल डांसर मतलब ऐसे सीखना पड़ा काफी प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ा
Yeah, a lot of practice. As मतलब parties में तो I didn't used to dance a lot up until recently.
टेक्नो
No techno. I can't. मुझसे होता ही नहीं techno. I can't. मतलब it's like I won't say. But
if you were to go out clubbing what is the song what kind of music would you dance on
Bollywood, Indian
Bollywood.
pop, 100%. Yeah. Honestly, I like at any friend's place whenever they're playing English music for the first half. Whatever I'm enjoying, I'm bopping. But when the proper Desi music starts, that's when. And final stage is IPL theme songs. Matlab,
Really?
Yeah, man. Wow. Some IPL theme song banging, bang, and that's like like absolute last like 5 tracks. They should play like Korbal or Pajit Marega. And then,
got energy no in it
yeah, man. I'm joking, obviously, but all Desi music.
Yeah.
It's just better.
Yeah.
How do I explain it?
but yeah I think being a part of like a good arrangement like how Saregama set up everything for you and your future तो उसमें काफी सारी चीजें you have to put in effort like dancing एक हो गया है ना stage presence हो गया
Yeah, I think that then.
so
on
do you
that
like
sense-
take classes or
Yeah.
मतलब होता है ऐसा कुछ
Yeah,
like,
dance
I
class.
can't imagine like
Yeah, we do a lot of dance class and acting workshops and whatnot. And even on stage, before a big performance, we'll sit with the choreographer. We had a choreographer, Anna, who, helped in this entire Khan process. There was also Alina, who helped with a different show. So, at that point, the choreography of the show has to be sort of very clean. And I think the final goal is to have that sort of choreography, but also have that variable thing, it can change at any time.
wow.
We see all these really international artists. Sunidhi ma'am.
Amazing man.
The way she's performing,
Her live
she has those
performances
choreography segments, and she has very sort of open spaces as well.
Yeah.
That's how we want to take this. So yeah, I think she's honestly the best example right now.
She's full of energy when she's doing live.
Yeah, it's incredible, and I mean all her songs are also
Yeah.
perfectly in that space. So it's, I mean, yeah, it's speechless.
Take something from each artist
100%, exactly. And from Sunidhi ma'am, it's that I would say. It's also the way she's reinvented herself recently, right? I mean, she's top of the town.
her live shows ka events clips reels are coming
Absolutely,
out here,
and I mean, why wouldn't they? That's
I
so
saw it
good.
like this is Sunidhi Chan
Exactly,
yeah?
and
because
it's,
I grew up listening to her songs and her there's the perception, right, of an artist.
Exactly.
And now the live is very different. Like,
And yeah, and for a young emerging artist to see like your heroes do this, it's the coolest thing, right?
True.
Because
Because
these
they're
are
also transforming with the time.
exactly
And everything.
And I mean, obviously these are the people you look up to, and it's like when Puni plays well,
Yeah.
we feel like
Correct.
yeah, because that's your hero, that's your idol. Same thing applies to all of these artists.
Yep.
Sunidhi ma'am is like same thing, like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So I was going through your social media, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I saw your picture with Messi.
Yeah. It's a fun story.
What's the
It's a fun
story?
story. So basically, we were staying at the same hotel as the Argentina team.
Where was this?
This was in 2011
Location?
in Calcutta.
Yeah, India mein.
Yeah, they had some friendly with someone. As soon as I said Argentina, I just thought of that. हरियाणा मेरे लिए अर्जेंटीना था. वो 440 वोल्ट का वो एक lyric है. I don't know why I thought of that. Whatever. And basically, we were in the we were in the lobby, and the Argentina coach, I think he was new, had come in. He had come in the full sort of whatever kit or whatnot. And
Uska wo
exactly,
jacket
वो
hoga
jacket वगैरह
with
कुछ.
the logo.
And obviously, as soon as they landed in India, everyone was just screaming Messi, 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 Messi. So the first thing, I just saw someone in the kit. I was like, oh my god, he's some coach or whatever. I was only 6. I don't know what's going on. And I told him, say, photo, please. He was like, wow, mere saath chal, bacha kya? Then he took it, and then Achana he looked at me and he was like, you want to meet Aguero?
Oh, bhai.
Yeah. And then I was like, Messi? And he was like, okay. Shit. I was like, really?
Itna easy tha kya?
Cool. So then he was like, come up. Also, so my parents were like, why is he leaving with the coach? And so they came and they were like, what is going on? And he was like, I'm taking him to meet Messi. My parents were like, what the hell? So then I was like, can my brother come? And obviously my brother was 9, so he was like, yeah, come. I said, can my dad come? He's like, no. So my dad was like, what?
Bhai.
But he was like, no, just the kids. My dad was
Messi had no idea. वो किनको
Messi को पता है.
Messi को नहीं पता.
Yeah, he should have known.
Yeah.
Whatever. Sucks for Messi. I'm kidding, of course. But yeah, then he took brother and I to the 4th floor and he rang the bell. And then literally, like from 1 minute, it was just sitting in the lobby to Messi.
Yeah. You went to the room?
Yeah. And he was just there. He was watching football highlights. He had his shoes on the bed. And he was just like, yeah, I don't know. First thing I saw, he had shoes on the bed. But because someone else opened the door, I think. And he was sort of on the bed, koi tha usme. And then he walked out and he didn't say much. And he was like, hi, hello. And then, I don't know, I built up the courage to say, my brother, same birthday. And he was like, oh, okay.
It's 24th June.
24th June. Hey, yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, I spoke about it. Yeah, so 24th June is also Messi's birthday. I said, also left-handed. So he was like, oh, okay. We took the picture on some shitty iPod that my brother, I think some first version or something, first ever camera.
Is not so good in quality. I saw
Exactly.
But पता चल रहा Messi है और तू है ऐसे करके.
Exactly. And then we came down and we were like, dude.
You didn't tell him you're a Ronaldo fan?
No chance. No. No, in front of, I was like, sir.
Today you are God.
Yeah, today. In front of all of these sportsmen, ऐसा ही होता है. I could have a favorite sportsman, but to be in front of any of them, it's like, that's honestly, you see that, online people give so much shit to all these sportsmen. They come in front of these players in 1 second, everyone will be like, sir. Not that I'm giving shit to Messi online. I think obviously he is the epitome of sport. I mean, although I'm thoda Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Anyone is stupid to not admit that Messi is literally alien, right? He is insane. And it's obviously same thing with Ronaldo. I'm just not sure any other player will ever sort of get there.
On those levels, yes.
Yeah, because it's just like they're competing with just each other.
Yeah, and I don't think they're even competing, to be honest.
Yeah,
They're just
it's honestly both just
and
thriving.
doing their work, yeah.
And it's like, whatever. I don't think people in football are reaching that level.
Yeah, no one is.
Because it's a class, 50 goals in a season is normal for them. What the hell?
I think Ronaldo just turned to be the most goal
Yeah.
scoring person
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, Ronaldo has, I think,
Abhi recently.
890 odd goals, around 890 something.
Yeah.
I don't think he's touched 900 yet, but he will. I'm hoping.
So मैं तुम्हारे सोशल मीडिया पे था, इंस्टाग्राम पे, तो मेसी का फोटो नीचे जाओ तो पोर्टुगल का जर्सी.
हाँ यार, और कमेंट में गाली पड़ रहा है.
This is
कल तो रोनाल्डो का पिक्चर डाला. No, but I mean, I think it's about appreciating all.
But
Yeah.
you've played football.
Yeah, I used to be a goalie. I used to play in school and whatnot.
I can't imagine goalie. Like,
Yeah, because I have an older brother now, and he wanted to be Messi. So that's why someone had to goalkeep.
practice के.
तो छोटा भाई को गोल में भेज दो. That's why I became a goalie.
You played for your school team and stuff.
Yeah, school team and all I used to play for. So that was, I mean, it's class. I think sport is so important. I love.
Yeah. You still.
Yeah, still. Kabhi if someone really wants to meet, you'll see me at Andrews maybe once a week or Stanislaus कहीं तो मिल जाएंगे. But I think sport is so important. I love. मतलब over any film, I will watch sport.
Super.
I just love cricket. I love football. I love volleyball. I just love it. I think if it wasn't music, I would have loved to have pursued sport. Obviously, I don't think
What, like cricket or football?
any.
Like जो भी. जिसमें भी chance.
Yeah, just maybe chance मिले. Because I'm not that good, obviously, but just maybe chance मिले, I would love to.
It comes with practice.
Yeah,
anything
hopefully.
comes. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think recently cricket का वो थोड़ा कीड़ा आ गया. I think नाम से you can tell
Mahi.
favorite कौन होगा. But yeah, I'm just a big fan of cricket, man. Like everyone. Like I don't get this. I'll only support one player and diss the others. I mean.
No, I do have a favorite though, like a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, of course. So, favorite player from Liverpool?
It's been Steven Gerrard for a very long time.
Yeah?
He doesn't play anymore. But
I like Gerrard. I liked the fact that I liked how he played on the right as well.
yeah.
I thought he was best at right mid, which is a little
Center, he was a provider.
controversial. Yeah, I liked, I think he played for right mid for England, no?
Yeah.
I thought
Center में it's Lampard
center
and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because what Lampard and who was it? Scholes. Scholes would play point. Lampard little आगे. Yeah. But I think that English team was ridiculous. I'm surprised they never won anything.
Yeah, that was the whole topic, right? They never
Exactly,
won
golden generation. I think honestly though this
This
team
England
is more khatarnak.
Yeah, I'm counting on Trent. Anyway.
Yeah, I think they should play Trent as CDM because they have so many options at right back. I think you play Trent, Bellingham, and Declan in the middle. Even though I won't say which team I support. I've been told not to.
अच्छा really?
Yeah. I've been
नहीं बोल सकते.
advised by my friends. वरना बहुत slack मिल जाएगा.
But yeah, I know it, so I won't tell. Anyway.
Yeah, and क्या यार, I'm a Tottenham fan.
Is a Tottenham
मुझे
fan,
क्या
right?
फर्क पड़ता है यार. I think it's important to have that pride. But obviously, I mean, whatever.
No. I think you're the first Tottenham fan I've met.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First Tottenham fan
You guys
I've
are very. I was gonna say you guys are very few, and then you said just you've met you.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I think the biggest team I support across all sports is obviously Team India. I think this T20 World Cup, I'm really hoping.
This is ours, man. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, just even yesterday, I mean, the team is so tight. I don't see this slipping.
Yeah.
So I think
We've mastered T20.
exactly. I think India is in such a good spot and.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you. You mentioned you're into sports. You're also doing Riyaz and stuff. इतना tight schedule चल रहा है.
जी.
How's Mahi's day like?
It's yeah, I think depends on day to day. Obviously, I think basically the first two things in the morning would be Riyaz first.
Every day?
Every day. I try to every day. Like today I couldn't, but I met Guruji briefly in the morning. But yeah, ideally every day unless there is something sort of scheduled. But now probably I'm going to go home and Riyaz evening mein kar lunga.
Wow.
But other than that, obviously gym
When you say
also.
morning, sorry, I'm so sorry. When you say morning, how early is it?
10 to 11.
Ah.
So not bad. मतलब
मैंने
I'll
सोचा
wake up.
4 बजे वगैरह बोलोगे.
नहीं. इतना I don't have that.
Okay. Then
But
what's next? After?
yeah, then gym is also pretty important. I work at a place called Tribe. So I'm very settled there. So
Tribe is, I think, owned by someone I know.
Robin,
नहीं.
Karan, Anushka, Kriti Sanan.
Kriti.
Kriti Sanan. Yes. Yeah.
Kriti Sanan's place. Right?
Yes. So the four of them own it. So yeah, I'm very settled there. That damn. And I think I've they've gotten good progress with them as well
Right.
in the last couple of years. So I'm very happy there. And yeah, then to, depends day to day. Kabhi kabhi studio mein, I finish the whole day. Kabhi kabhi it's sound check at the venue.
So
Then
every
rest
day is
somewhere and then go.
very different.
Every day is
because
different. That's the fun,
It's been very hectic for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say too hectic per se. I would just say sort of busy.
You do you get your you time like?
Yeah, late night guitar pe.
So guitar is like a primary instrument.
Yes, yeah, guitar is the primary instrument, especially for composing. I primarily on the guitar, but I got one very good piece of advice from Shantanu Moitra ji, who told me that when you're composing, don't compose on an instrument.
Oh.
Compose with just your voice. Otherwise, you'll get stuck in the same chords.
Ah.
So recently, I've been trying that.
Yeah, interesting.
So that's you get some sort of different stuff. But now same, क्या E minor G C D, E minor G C D, वहीं अटक जाते हैं. So for me, that's something I'm trying out. But my primary instrument would be guitar and sort of piano पे थोड़ा कुछ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool stuff, man. And are you following a certain diet or something right now?
Yeah, I think diet-wise, it's just don't eat like crap, in the sense like a bar of chocolate. Like I can't have the entire bar. Obviously, 1-2 pieces is fine.
But since now, there are a lot of people involved in your process, so this will be a very important
Yeah, absolutely.
thing, right?
And I think when
nutrition, I mean.
exactly, and when the time calls for अगर कभी जिंदगी में bare body shot कुछ लेना है, then तो obviously I'll have to sort of do that. But at this point, I'm still
Are we seeing anything in the next music video?
maybe, and it depends what song comes out, na. But no, not for a while. I don't think. I think अभी के लिए थोड़ा छुप के.
But yeah, this Jadugari music video is amazing, man.
Cute, no?
The moment you added that pup, no. Khatam udhar, I was there, like taken over there. Like,
Thank you.
interesting stuff.
I think, I've always been fond of dogs. I've always, I love. We have two
pets?
at home. Yeah, we have Ginger Pepper, and in Kajat we have a pup called Tyson, and now a new pup called Ace also. Abhi Jadugari ki baat. Yeah, someone had seen the video. One of my friends said, there's this pup, and doesn't have a home.
लेके आओ.
मिलना तेरा लगे. To sort of get the Jadugari in the house. So now we have 4.
Wow.
And yeah, I mean, they're all my siblings. Because I wouldn't say I'm a pet parent. I'm a pet brother at the
I
moment.
think we're all in the family when you have a pet around you. It's like more like a brotherly feeling.
Exactly. And also,
brother
इस उम्र में parent नहीं बन सकता. So a lot of my friends say, I'm a pet parent or whatnot. I wouldn't say pet parent yet. A pet older brother. That's where I'm at right now, and my parents are pet parents.
Right.
So yeah, but I love them. They're matlab full, like literally siblings at this point.
True.
Just they get more pampered than us, me and my brother.
That's bound to happen. I had a few last ending questions
Ji.
before we chill more after this podcast.
Done.
Right? There's so many artists right now. Every week you see, I don't know how many number of songs getting dropped on Spotify and different platforms. Anything recently has stuck to your head कि हाँ यार ये song ये artist like mind blowing.
Yeah, I'm not just saying this because he composed Jadugari, but Sid Bhosle, his melodies are so good.
Siddhant Bhosle.
Yeah, so yeah, sorry, Siddhant Bhosle. But Sid, he's so good. I think he recently released a track called Fizul.
Fizul. Okay.
I love that, and obviously, I mean, I'm sounding very biased, but City Mall as well.
No,
they are very, and it's new, it's fresh.
When I sort of discovered City Mall for the first time, and I had no idea your brother is on it.
जी.
Like, because शायद music video में होता है नहीं होता पता नहीं.
हाँ, he comes in, but
But
different
there's so
avatar
many
में.
people ना,
Yeah,
ध्यान
6
में
of
नहीं
them.
जाता है. So मैंने I think last year कुछ video I had also posted on my socials.
Oh, nice.
One of their videos, and I was like, wow, मस्त है यार, chill band है. It's like very funky groovy.
Yeah, and they're so fresh.
Yeah.
Nothing like this
The
happening
sound
right
is
now.
very different, yes.
Absolutely, and I think this pop resurgence is very good.
Yeah.
Even say a band like Wish,
Correct.
right? It's that pop culture of pop music, pop. That's sort of coming back. Even Pragati and Arjun, that's what they're also doing. That's what I'm also doing. That's what we're all doing. I think obviously King. I mean, he's right now obviously at the top of the scene. Making pop music and whatnot. So and Anuv Jain, Zayden, Yash Raj,
Yep.
Arman, obviously, has come into this so much earlier.
Correct.
He sort of made that transition into pop music
Yeah.
pretty early on. It's yeah. blossoming.
lot of good work happening around. Yeah.
Yeah, and for a musician, I think we need to sort of understand that this is all like a symbiotic relationship in the sense that if a pop song is doing well, it's performing well, that's good for everyone.
Yeah.
And if good music is performing, even leave pop song, even if a great Bollywood song is performing well and it's a good, nice song,
Correct.
great.
If you notice, it's been I think 4 or 5 years that the graph of independent artist listeners have grown up. कि अभी सिर्फ Bollywood music songs, movie वाले songs सुनने से
जी.
मतलब that ratio is sort of equaled now.
Yes, exactly. I think
पहले
this
नहीं
is,
था वैसे.
हाँ, बस 90s में I think
90s
it had
में
happened, and then we sort of got into that full this where even the pop singers of the 90s
Right.
became Bollywood.
हाँ,
Obviously,
sort of,
I mean,
yep.
Papa Ji, Dad, Sonu Ji, KK sir, you know, all three, you know, were pop artists.
Correct.
And then they transitioned into, you know, Bollywood artists.
Yep.
And now also we'll see a lot of sort of pop stuff, you know, from them and whatnot. So that sort of culture of pop has come back.
Yeah.
And that's, I think everyone, all the musicians are happy for that.
Correct.
And even, you know, for Bollywood to see pop ingrained into that now, you know, in Rocky Rani,
Yeah.
how Lover
हाँ.
was just one of the songs there. That's perfect. I think, you know, the biggest name that probably I haven't mentioned yet is Diljit Dosanjh sir, who is, he's
created
the
his
benchmark. He's
space
the,
now,
he's the man. So, I mean, the way he's doing it, I mean,
Yeah, this also gives a lot of hope to the emerging aspiring
100%.
people who are just, you know,
Exactly.
in their bedroom trying to create something.
yeah.
Like, यार मैं भी कर सकता हूँ.
And he's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's one thing, you know, I've said about 30 times this word is so good, same harkat. But, you know, we're just talking about great artists, and actually वो बोल दूंगा.
So, yeah. So I have this thing which I usually end the podcast with.
जी.
ठीक है? I'm making a playlist.
Yeah.
That's what I do. ठीक है? So this playlist is for all the guests that are appearing here on Sounds Good.
Yeah.
You will give me 3 songs to add to that playlist.
Done.
It can't be your songs.
Can't be my songs.
Yes. Any song.
Got it.
Random. कुछ भी चले.
Okay. So I'll start with one Bollywood track.
Cool.
It's from the movie Zero.
Okay.
Mere Naam Tu.
Ah.
It's a beautiful track. I think it's incredible. The arrangement, the vocals, the melody.
Correct.
Incredible.
If I am not wrong, the composers are these 2 guys, right? I don't know.
Ajay Atul sir.
Ajay Atul sir. Yes.
Ji,
Yes.
Ajay. Ajay sir Atul sir composed it.
Yes.
I believe. Just check on that as well.
मुझे भी वही लग रहा है. I think you're correct.
Yeah, and it's sang by Abhay.
Yeah.
I mean, the entire song is incredible. So that would be one song. Another track, we'll get some City Mall on that.
Oh.
We'll get
Anything latest or kuch?
Nadaniya.
Nadaniya.
Latest track. It's a very
Latest
nice
है ना?
track.
हाँ,
Yeah,
I heard
that's a
that.
very nice
Yes.
track. And third, let me think something fun. एक बॉलीवुड किया, एक sort of hip hop वाला feel किया. So now let's do one full pop. Pop one. Let's go for. Got it. We'll do Janleva by Siddhant Bhosle.
Done.
Done.
All right.
So tell the guys कि मेरा भी एक तो करना है.
No, I think your songs have reached to a lot of playlists and a lot of private and personal playlists of people. Especially Sorry and मतलब Sorry तो हमेशा से था ही, and Jadugari I am seeing those numbers going up.
Thank you.
And I wish you all the luck for the upcoming projects that you're doing. I can't wait to hear is the EP that you're dropping, which is of 5 songs.
Yes, 5 songs.
Yes.
And hopefully very soon.
Cool, man.
Alright, thank you so much, brother. It was tons of fun.
Yep.
बीच में I forgot that we were recording. But that's the best part. That's the compliment. कोई जादू करे मिलना तेरा लगे, कोई जादू करे किस्मत पे आए ना, जो आए ना यकीन मिलना तेरा लगे, कोई जादू करे.